All right, when I get very little sleep and I'm only running on 4 hours, here's the exact things I put into my body to get my energy throughout the day. Welcome to day 20 of 365. Thank you for showing up again, my friends. Good morning. Now, I only ran on 4 hours sleep last night. I worked a lot, to be honest. One of those things that I just had to do. Now, what do I take? So there's a trick that I have. Of course, I take my greens, okay? I take my greens all the time, but this is a must when I'm running on no sleep. I take a multivitamin, and then here's the trick. Okay, here's the trick. So this here, vitamin C, right? Vitamin C, right? Vitamin C, 10,000 milligrams. 10,000 milligrams. You're probably saying, well, why do you take 10,000 milligrams? Because 10,000 milligrams will keep your immune system up and make sure that you do not get sick, you do not catch a cold, you do not start to feel energy drain. You might feel some energy drain throughout the day, but it helps keep your immune system strong with that many. As soon as I'm starting to get sick too, I take 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C. But when I'm running on little sleep, your immune system can catch things very fast, right? And that's when you start to get sick. So when I'm running on no sleep and less energy, I make sure that I'm putting the right stuff into me. Later, I put in my complex vitamin B and, stuff like that. But these are the three main things that I go, and the vitamin C, 10,000 milligrams is the key. I take one caffeine pill to keep me going throughout the day, and that's it. I can usually operate at a pretty high level on all these products in the morning. Again, 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C is what's going to keep you going on very little sleep to keep your immune system up very high. Again, if you're getting sick, take 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C. It's how I run on 4 hours sleep some nights. Now, I don't suggest running 4 hours sleep, my friends. Please don't do that. It was just one of those nights where I needed to get stuff done. I had to work late. I had to get up early and bang stuff out this morning. So I'm very cautious then of what I'm putting into my body. Also too, before I get into the morning ritual, I don't go to the gym when I don't sleep like that, because when I go to the gym, my energy just goes boom, it's gone. And then to get through the day, and I find that's when I will start to get more sick, when I'm running on very little sleep. So I don't do the gym. I'll go for a walk, something like that, a nice walk, something like that, like maybe even 30-minute, 40-minute walk, but I'm not like doing really strenuous exercise when I'm running on very little sleep. It'll drain you fast. That's when I run into getting sick and stuff like that. So when I do that, I change my routine up completely a little bit when I'm just running on no sleep, or it's not going to work out for me. Again, I don't do it all the time. I believe in sleep a lot. I'm not one of those guys that can run on 4 or 5 hours of sleep all the time. I do best probably 7 hours, to be honest. 7 hours of sleep where I'm like, I'm really, 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 really good. 8 hours, if I'm super tired and like I've worked long, 8 hours, and sometimes 6, but 7 seems to be my pocket. I don't think there's no, you always hear people say, well, this is the exact way to sleep. You got to just figure out what works for you. Of course, I track my sleep, my REM sleep and stuff. I track it all at night to see how much I'm tossing and turning. When I quit drinking alcohol, that was a big thing for me, by the way. That helped a lot. So let's move into this morning. I'm already running behind alcohol, because when you go to sleep at night and you drink alcohol, it messes up with your sleeping pattern. You're more restless, and so you don't have a sound of sleep. So you notice if you don't have drinks, like if you have drinks even 4 hours closer to bedtime, it's going to mess with your sleep. It's going to make you more anxious, or it's going to make you move around more. You're just not at peace when you have drinks even 4 hours before bed, or you're not at peace when you go to bed and you don't have that good, nice sleep. Not worth it. So let's move into my 1 things per day today. S1H, 1 thing per day. Again, this is mandatory for no ones that's never watched my morning rituals. I promise you guys, it's all the little stuff that gets you to success. I promise you that. It's not the big things. It's the daily discipline things every day. I promise you. If you focus on the one thing that you need to get done every day, and you did that just for 90 days, you will achieve big things. You can do the same thing every day too, by the way. Set up a live stream for my guests. I have a guest coming on today for the first one on this. I got to set up the live stream. We're 5 minutes. S1H, one thing per day. Visualize my future all day. Because today I'm running on little sleep, I've got to be careful of my mind, and I've got to visualize my future working out and exactly where I am all day. And I have to do this a lot because when I'm running on no sleep, I can fall into patterns, and my brain can fall into patterns where they start to think bad thoughts. I meditated this morning, my non-negotiable: set up stream, visualize my work day throughout the day, create a YouTube video for our teaser for our channel, interview the guests today, and work on company strategy. I have no nice to wins today. Once I move on to that, if I get through them, I move nice to wins none, because that's going to take me like all day today. I'll be tired by the time I have to do, personal and family stuff. My pocket programming ritual that I write on my affirmation every day goes with what I really need today. I promise you this: if you keep putting this stuff into your head every day, your life changes, because you're just thinking positive. You're thinking good stuff all the time, my friends. Like, it works. It works. People don't do it because they just get lazy, and then they wonder why their life doesn't turn out the way they want it. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, my friends. So every time, no sleep, I'm running fast because I'm trying to get through my times here. Every time I visualize my future, I'm programming my mind to make it real. My future is already mine. All right, so that's what I'm going to read each and every day today, and I'm going to read it lots to program my mind consistently. This is a mandatory today because being tired, you can slip into bad stuff, bad shit, bad thoughts. Like, that's when you really start to make the mistake. So this will be heavy today. My one quote today: the only way in which anyone can lead you to restore to you the belief in your own guidance. The only way in which anyone can lead you is to restore to you the belief in your own guidance. Henry Miller. So 8, perfect. I'm done today. I'm just going 6 minutes to 8 minutes each day. Thanks, my friends. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.